Hi guys, been a while since I've done a video, a little rusty, but anyway, today I'm going to show you how I generally build my Genesis atties. Okay, first things first. Okay, those who own an ST, a lot of you always get the sleeve stuck, right? So if there's no setup done yet, all you need to do is get a pair of tweezers, okay, poke the legs into the wick holes, okay, and twist. See, the sleeve will just loosen up and come right out. Then the next time when you feed it in, don't screw it on too tight, but there must be no gap, and it should sit flushly. Otherwise, when you cap your ST top cap back, the holes are not going to line up with the wicks. That's a very important thing. Okay, alright, now I'm going to show you how I built my Genesis atties. I'm just using my ST to show you the build, because just nice. I just clean up this ST. Okay, before I start, one more trick. Some of you have problems removing the glass for Genesis as well. So if it's using the 2 O-ring type of design, screw it on to a 510 Addy base, or any mod will do. Alright, then just give it a twist upwards. It's a little wet. Okay, when you grip the glass, make sure you grip it at the deck area. If you grip it in the middle where the stem is, and you're going to pull upwards or whatever, there's a tendency you're going to break the glass. Okay, once again, screw on to a Addy base or a mod, hold it here, twist upwards. If it's wet, clean it with a tissue or grip it with a tissue, or you can even wrap a rubber band around it. Alright, so for this setup, I'm going to remove the glass. You don't really need to remove it, but just wanted to show, or want to show the length of my my wick later on. Okay, alright. First thing we do is we get hold of some mesh. I prefer to use a 325 grit or micron mesh, whatever you want to call it. You can use 200 as well. This size I find is best used in sub-ohming or sub-ohms, you want to call it. So just a small piece will do. Just a rough size up. I normally cut width wise about 1 cm to 1.5. okay, in these cases this is less than width across, this is less than 1.5 cm. okay, of course the rule is always to measure twice before you cut, so you don't waste anything. when you cut the mesh, make sure you have a very good pair of scissors, a sharp one, okay? We do not want any frays present at the edges of all four sides. Okay. For the length of the mesh is around 3 cm. I normally cut it. Okay. You don't have to measure every single side before you cut. Just make sure you cut straight. And I'll show you how to check for frays in a while. Okay. So roughly is about 4 cm in length, this one, and width is roughly about 1.4 cm, I believe. Okay, the ruler is always useful in these situations. Okay, mine is about 1.3. Okay. Next thing, get a pair of tweezers. Okay. This is to check for frays and at the same time do a light oxidation. Okay. As you are heating up the edges, look for frays. If you have done your cutting very neatly, there should be very little frays for you to work on. Frays that are very thin will come right off as you're heating it up close. Okay. In this case, I did a very nice job on the cutting. Okay, that's it. Okay, you do not want to over oxidize it. Okay. Then get your deck of your Genesis eddy. Measure up against it. Okay, so you roughly know the height of your wick. Sorry, I forgot to mention this setup. I normally do is short wick, hollow style, or straw wick, for some people who like to call it. Okay, so the measurement is just right where the deck ends. Underneath is where your wick will end, and the height of the wick is just where your two washers are. Okay, so just hold it up against the eddy and just an estimate. Fold it into two. Cut it neatly. Cut off the excess of the other wick material, the mesh, and there you go. You have two pieces ready for rolling. Okay. Now, why did I say to just lightly oxidize it? Because if you oxidize it too much for the when it's flat, you find it turns very, very stiff, and it causes an issue when you're trying to roll it later on. You spring back out slightly. Okay. Next thing. Where is it? Okay. Get a syringe needle, either 1 mm type, or you can even use a. Sorry, I don't have mine. Okay, yeah. Or you can use a paper clip, the big type. Unwrap it. Use a plier to straighten. Okay, that could be your rolling tool as well. Okay, put lengthwise parallel with the needle, syringe needle, and just flip one side of it over and start rolling it. Okay, once the roll starts, just do not press as you roll, okay, because we do not want the wick to get too small. It is just to get the shape, or get the ball rolling, as I would say. Okay, and once you get the shape out, okay, you have one wick. Do the same for the other. Yeah, slight fast forward there. So okay, I have made 2 wicks. If you had rolled it as I told you to, meaning not to roll it too small, it should not be able to fit through the wick hole. Okay, that is what we want now. Next thing, grab hold of a pincer again, hold the wick and oxidize it a final time. You want it all to be glowing red. Same thing, check for any frays or imperfections. Okay, the second piece. Okay, just enough till you have an even coloration of dark gray. Some of you I know have very powerful torches. Just give it a few goes, the color changes, that's it. Don't overdo it. I find that you get a very funny taste if you over oxidize the wicks, you know, and then you need a few tanks to get the taste right. Right? So once they're done, put it aside. Okay, let's go back to the deck. Now next thing we need